Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
Tonight was so awesome. Awesome possum. We had my first time teaching a breatharian seminar of sorts. It was a breatharian meetup for pranic nourishment. And I got to talk about my experience in the pranic lifestyle, speak from the heart, and tell people about my experience. And afterwards they said they enjoyed my teachings. It's so ironic. When I was living back in Texas, people told me that they thought I should be a teacher. Hey, have you ever thought of being a teacher? Hey, you could be a teacher, you know? Hey, have you ever thought of teaching? And so I looked at different odd jobs. I looked at substitute teaching for little kids. I looked at different schools, and none of it ever spoke to me. None of it ever really spoke to my spirit or my heart. None of it really ever connected. And so I didn't pursue it. But tonight, this felt right. This felt good. This felt like I was where I was supposed to be. So if you ever feel like that, if you ever feel like you're finally where you're supposed to be, when your greatest gladness meets one of the world's greatest needs, you have found your vocation, you have found your calling, the thing that you're here to do. And your purpose is what you make it. But your purpose can change. Doesn't have to remain the same all the time. But when you find and connect with a deep inner purpose that activates and that impacts people for the positive, I pray that you keep going. I pray that you listen to that voice. I pray that you don't let it go silent. Let it grow. Allow it to blossom and bloom. Cultivate it, because many are called, but few are chosen. Sometimes you have to choose yourself. It is not this life for the chosen few, but it is for the few who choose. Have you been chosen? And have you chosen to be chosen? Choose to be chosen, my friend. Choose to walk the path that is in front of you, the laid out path that may not be paved roads and the yellow brick rainbow roads, but maybe it has jagged edges. Maybe it's overgrown with all sorts of vegetation. Choose to walk the path anyway. Walk the path that you feel connected to. Walk the path that you feel drawn towards. That will be the most rewarding for you, my friend, trust me. Because tonight was the first night that I had ever formally taught a group about breatharianism and pranic nourishment. And afterwards, they told me that they enjoyed my teachings. Me. They said, "We really enjoyed your teachings." I gotta admit, it feels good. Thank you for listening, my friend. Thank you for listening. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in downtown Los Angeles. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received an encouraging message and that it would enlighten and encourage and empower you to pursue your dream, your passion, your purpose, whatever that may be. Share this episode with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version just like you. And subscribe if you are not already. If you feel compelled to support the podcast, then I invite you to do so by opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Thank you to all the new supporters who have started to donate. I really do appreciate you. I acknowledge you, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. Much love. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Take care. Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.